And that is how we start a fantastic night right here. We obviously are here at Platinum Place. And this is Duvet on GHOne TV. My name is Natalia. Now, Duvet obviously is the most watched and obviously the best late night show on TV at the moment. Now, tonight is no different. Tonight, we are having a conversation about the joystick, about a man's erection, about how it functions, about how important it is that a man gets an erection all the way to the top to satisfy his woman. Because when women get in the mood for an erection, they do want an all the way type of erection. We don't want in between, we don't want halfway, we don't want half-hearted, we want all the way. I'm trying to say all the words together, but anyway, let me allow my guests who will be doing all the talking tonight. My name is Natalia. Don't forget that we are streaming live on all our social media platforms. We are on X, we're on Facebook, we are on YouTube, and we are on IG as well, GHOne Television. We would love for you to be a part of the show tonight. If you have any problems with regards to your erection or your joystick, my guest here will help you solve that. So I have Dr. Bright Redu, who is the medical director at Elixir Clinic in East Legon. Dr. Bright, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Natalia.
Yeah, now Dr. Bright is also my CEO, but I'll explain that later. And then I have Afi Antonio, the Afi Antonio. Afi, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So Afi is a TV personality, is a humanitarian, is everything. And these days she's skipping on social media. It's like I woke up one morning and Afi's skipping on social media. And it wasn't even the skipping that was a problem, is what she wore when she was skipping, and everything was bouncing. And I thought, what's going on? Everything.
Like what?
Everything.
I don't have a dick, so I can't bounce. The balls, you know, that's what bounces.
The only thing that bounces is a dick. Okay, so let me quickly move on to Freddie Brown, who is a procurement specialist.
Yes.
Freddie, you're welcome to the zone. Much. It's really good to have you. And I knew your name before I said it.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're good. All right, now let's get into the conversation. Freddie, let me start with you.
All right.
Typically, for us women, when a woman is in the mood for good sex,
yes,
there's like the regular everyday sex, there's like the I'm not in the mood kind of sex, and then there's the I want all of it kind of sex.
Okay.
And when a woman is in the mood for that, they are hoping that you will have a full erection to completely satisfy them. Tell me what would be the reason why a man will not have that type of erection.
So, so let me say a very big thank you. But for a man not to have that full erection for the lady, it has several factors. Maybe one would be psychologically. Maybe he's not ready at that moment, and you just bounce on him and you want it. But as a man, you know, there's a saying that goes like, men are like dogs.
There's a saying like that?
Yeah.
I've never heard it.
Men are like dogs. Wherever, whatever, at any point in time, right?
Really?
You meet a man. Unless maybe he doesn't want to do it. Yes. So if he's not ready to do it, at that point, he wouldn't be like have a full erection for you. But if at that point, he is ready, or psychologically, Charlie, on a normal note, and you bounce on him, he has to come up. And
all the
if
way.
Yes, aside that, maybe you would have some medical conditions.
Okay.
Maybe he, how do you call it? He is not physically well, or maybe he has injuries.
Okay.
Down there.
Okay.
That's the point.
Those are the reasons.
Yes, those are the reasons why he can't come up.
Because I recall this one time when I used to see this person at the time that I was with. Now I'm single and I want to remain that way because Charlie, it's too stressful to be in anything these days. But this person at the time was unwell, right? And here I am, like feeling like, oh, like, you know, care for you, give you medication and everything, and try to pamper you small. Before I knew it, the sick person that I thought, like, I'm trying to take care of.
You see what I was talking about?
That will heal him faster, you know? It will heal him faster.
So it's not you're sick, like I'm, you know, feeling sorry for you and all of that. it's before long. It's like it's flipping over and everything's
So
like.
you've done.
Before I knew what happened, I was like, hold on. How did we get here? You know? So I can understand where you're coming from.
Yep.
But without all these factors, maybe the state of mind or medical condition or sometimes certain medications that a man may be on, what other reason? Because I know that typically for a man, even sometimes when you touch a certain man, he can have a hard on. So I want to believe that typically for a man, it shouldn't be that big a deal to get a hard on, right? So what other factors could influence a man not having a hard on? Outside of medication, maybe, I don't know, state of mind, or maybe how much he's not feeling the woman in question, whatever. What other reasons are there?
I think sometimes it's the overexcitement. You know, with girl with like he's been chasing this girl forever, and finally the girl agrees. You know, so the excitement is like, I didn't want. Oh, the thing is not, you know, the thing is not.
Very strange.
Oh, it's true. It's happening. It happens.
You experience it.
I know someone who has experienced it.
Has that happened to you?
No.
That hasn't happened.
Hasn't happened. Because me, if you don't stand, I'll do it. You stand. Now and there, I know
You
what
have
to
skills.
do.
Tell us, please. We want to learn.
BJ now.
Okay.
I give very good BJs. Like,
really?
I've had good testaments, you know, like,
right.
so I know I do, like, you know, so whatever it takes, you have to come up. I'll do it and you come. But
Hell or high waters. This thing has to stand.
See this mouth?
You can work on this.
All right.
Should I try?
I feel, I beg. My wife is watching.
Oh, wife, make no ball. We are doing experiments.
Please experiment on him. He is not married.
Freddie Brown is available.
No, I'm engaged. So.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're engaged. But you're not married.
No, I'm not.
But it's experiment.
Experiment.
We
Right,
want
so we can
the
do
viewers
that.
to
No.
see that
For
the
the
thing
viewers.
is real.
I think
you
I'll
know?
find one of
So,
your
but
men.
Freddie, so your woman is watching tonight. Your woman is watching
Yeah, a
tonight.
lot of people are watching tonight.
No. I know a lot of people are. You don't need to tell me that a lot of people are watching tonight.
Potential
Yes, I
in-laws.
Of course.
I'm
a lot of pastors.
Freddie, I'm the
are watching.
See, he's sweating.
He's sweating.
So your woman will be watching tonight.
Everyone is watching.
Everyone is watching.
Parents are watching, in-laws are watching, pastors are watching.
But why do men like to answer questions that way? What's wrong if
The
you say
last
yes?
time to you see,
Yeah, well,
they will be beating about
Yeah,
the bush.
what's wrong if you say yes? My woman is watching tonight. So Afi, please don't touch me.
Again, do it again.
Hey!
Begin to sweat.
I know he is sweating. Okay, Dr. Bright.
Yes.
Is this a situation you have encountered? You know, at some point, been in a situation where the joystick won't work the way you want it?
Hi.
Oh, the only time was in the past. The lady was rude. Like having a conversation, trying to set an intimate, tone or theme, and then the person turns you off with some rude conversations or some disrespectful remarks. Those ones are off. I guess go off like that.
Right.
Yeah. If I'm angry, I
So
can.
even if she...
Oh no.
Even if you're angry,
Yeah.
it stops the
So
erection.
so supposing. I mean, even not just me. A lot of people have gone through this. Where maybe you're trying to, make out with your partner, and then something disrespectful is said to you. Your pride is hurt as a man. You just walk away. I mean, sometimes it just makes the whole thing ugly for you. You don't want to go ahead with it.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, some people are not all about the looks and the physical. Some are more. Me, I'm more mental. So
Yeah.
if you switch me off that way.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it can be like maybe you're doing something and a phone call comes. The person keeps talking, cuts. You want to resume, another phone call comes.
Yeah.
We are gone. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So things like
That
that.
would be very annoying.
Yeah, but it isn't because there's any erectile dysfunction.
But I'm sorry, why are you answering a phone call in the middle of intimacy?
Yeah.
Exactly. You can imagine that, right?
Yeah.
The how insulting it
That's
is.
annoying,
Who is that? Who is that important that you are picking up this call? When my phone
No,
is
maybe it could
probably
be an
off.
emergency.
No emergency. The person doesn't do emergency. Me, I'm the doctor. My
You
phone
are
is
the
off.
doctor.
My phone is off. There's no emergency.
I'm sorry, doctor.
What emergency are you getting? You understand? So such a thing.
Yeah.
It turns you off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Or other things like maybe the person has an odor, right? Yeah, like in the mouth or somewhere else. I have a friend who told me that he had to, like you said, chase. Maybe it wasn't the excitement too. This guy told me that when the girl pulled the jeans down, the aroma that arose, it quickly went off. It went flaccid.
But here's the thing: if you're trying to be intimate with a woman and she comes to your place wearing jeans, I think that's a red flag. I'm sorry, but.
Maybe that she doesn't know.
No, I'm sorry.
Why is that a red flag?
I'm sorry, because you know that jeans is like
it's tight.
It's keeping the heat underneath, and quite frankly, I feel like for women, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, but I feel like when you know that. You know, you maybe tonight I have to go and see this person or I have this going on. If you've had a long day, you go home, freshen up before you go. Like, there's no way I've been
out
at the office like since 10 a.m. I've been on radio since 10 a.m. and then I'm here this night and then I'm going to leave here.
Just going
no,
and that's not to say
and that's not to say that I have anybody order, right?
Yeah.
But it's to say that whoever you're getting with, if this is the person you're with, they should be important enough for you to want to freshen up for them, right?
Yeah, to smell good.
Yeah. Because me, I've been here with my I have my colleagues, they are letting me jump up and down. The men in my office, they're hugging me anyhow. And
You're going to get jobs, you're going to hug anyhow.
And then from here, I just come straight to you. You know what I mean?
You can equally freshen up at his end.
But not to be fair, maybe the woman didn't have the intention.
You can freshen up at his end, true. But it depends on the level at which you and this person
to the person.
So this lady who doesn't want you to feel like I came prepared for that, right? So came after work, playing hard to get, you try. You have to basically beg.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So usually early stages relationships, you're not like really established intimate partners. So she won't come to you properly prepared.
But how would you even know if a lady's properly prepared?
Or
properly
not?
prepared? If I came to your house wearing, I don't know, clothes like I'm coming from work, how would you know? You will know.
You tell me you close from work, you want to go home and freshen up and come.
No, I won't tell you that. Why would I tell you that?
But I will know that you freshen up.
How would you know?
Oh, the way you come to my home, I will know that you're not from the office.
So as I sit here, I'm in the office. I've been here all day. When I leave here and go to a man's house, how would he know that I've been home or I haven't been home? Because I look fresh enough.
No, but there are sometimes you could tell this person is like smells so
it's fresh just
like
had a bath.
You
can tell.
Yeah, you know, right?
And you have a problem with that?
No, if I kiss your neck, I can taste
your
sweat.
So
you want to taste the sweat? Okay.
No, what I'm saying is if you just had a bath, I can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
And is that a bad thing?
It's a good thing. What I'm saying is that some women, right, they don't want you to know that they are ready for it, so they don't put in that effort. If you came to me
to be ready,
you close from work, go home and freshen before you come over to my end. It gives you an idea. If
I want to have sex with you?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's likely that you were thinking that we might get into it. That's why you prepared. Do you understand? You guys send signals.
No, I have done this where, first date-ish, whatever, and I have gone home to take a shower and freshen up and use my favorite perfume and all of that. But I wore my worst underwear. Why? Deliberately.
So that you won't.
Because I don't want to. And there's no way I'm letting you see that underwear. So, and we get the fruits of bathroom. It's not happening.
Okay.
So the idea was to just feel and look fresh because I felt like I need to, good impression, right?
Yeah.
First impression.
Yeah.
But I knew I wore my worst underwear. Like it has some hobby at the back. You know what I mean? It's my worst underwear. But I deliberately, and every now and again, because sometimes you can't resist the temptation. And sometimes you anticipate that I don't think I'll like this person that much, but you get the conversations are right, he says all the right things, he touches you in a certain way like, oh my God, I'm losing control, but you remember the underwear like,
so
this ain't happening.
Yeah, that's true. But I know there are men who have OCD for cleanliness. So if they suppose they start kissing you and they find an odor in your bra. That's it. They stop. You understand?
Yeah.
Right.
So some women may actually use that as a deterrent. But if they also, I slide my hands under your skirts and I see you're not wearing panties. Lotto day.
Oh, you
Yeah.
Means you came prepared. You
it's
came
a
to
sign.
me all.
No, it's a sign.
So we look for it.
Sign.
There are some signs. If you come to me in a jeans, I think you're not.
Yeah.
If you come and you don't sit in the sofa, you sit over there.
sits over
you don't
there,
sit next to me.
trying to
We
just-
read all these things.
Yeah.
Hey, but me, how about me that I don't like wearing panties? It's not
On a normal day.
Yes, I'm not visiting you.
Are you wearing
just
any right now?
because
Are you wearing any right now?
I'm wearing an underwear, but not a panty.
Not a panty.
Okay, there's-
When you
So,
say you're wearing
so when
underwear-
I'm wearing a jeans,
Afi,
I don't wear
Afi,
pants.
please give us some clarity. When you
Hey.
say you're wearing underwear, what does that mean?
Oh, you know the shorts
Okay.
that we wear
So-
under
so it's
our-
still-
So I have that one,
Okay.
but not a
We're
panty.
talking about no undergarment at all, right?
Oh no, that one day I can't do that. Only when I'm wearing jeans, that one I don't have anything under. It's just
Yeah,
the
so
jeans.
sometimes the signal
Because
is
the percent from afar.
There's no undergarments. If you slide your hands under, you see, there's nothing there.
It goes
Hey,
all
that
the
one day I
way.
can't
Yeah,
do
that
it.
means that yes.
Like
She's
you are
ready.
wearing just
She's
a
game.
skirt
She
and
came,
there's
she came.
nothing. Wow, that one day.
Oh, you should
came
try. You should try
prepared.
sometime for your mom.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'll come to your place and try.
But doesn't that take the mystery away? Doesn't that take the mystery away?
On no history.
I think
Like you put
whether
your
it
hand.
should happen or
No, but you put your hand and it goes all the way into my
There will
vagina.
be
Like,
no. You don't put your hand there. I mean, you send your hand all the way. You slide
Like
your hand all the way
just to
here.
check if-
And you see, there's no
on
string
check- on
going.
check
There's
it.
nothing
Right.
there. But before you put your hand there, you'd have navigated some mysteries.
That's
Of
right.
complex communication.
That's right.
so the mystery is still
Some little
intact.
flirtations, some
So,
words
so
you
the
say,
mystery
some
is
responses
still
you get.
intact. So tell me, typically, where do these things happen?
What?
In somebody's house, or where?
Oh yeah. Maybe in
Anywhere.
the man's
Anywhere.
house.
Anywhere.
Yeah,
It
the
can-
man's house. It could
anywhere.
be maybe the man has also visited you. It could be
These days,
anywhere.
I mean, caution to men. These days, don't go to a woman's house and try to touch
I
them.
know, right?
Listen, somebody would just walk in and slap you.
Free.
Slap upon the other with their chest.
Yes, slap, you're lucky.
Exactly.
Slap you free.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
If she
Yeah.
says come to my house, say no. Meet me somewhere or come to my house. If she won't come, then whatever.
The
but
men are prepared. They don't want to take you to the hotel and go and pay.
But
That's
but
the reason.
I also have a thing about
I'll
hotels.
I'll disagree with you.
No, but you know one thing. I think I've
Women
noticed
don't
one
like
thing that
hotels.
you see the men.
I
Women
don't.
Like, they feel
Yes.
insulted.
I feel
Thank you.
like
very
you are
much
The ladies
taking,
so.
you are taking
Yeah.
her there because
Very
of
much
sex.
so.
Because of- yeah, like-
there's no way that you would
It tells
tell
us
me
that.
that come, let's go to a. What are you talking about?
I don't mind.
You don't mind?
Yeah, I've been to hotels with friends. Not necessarily we having anything together,
No,
but,
but why the hotel? Why not anywhere else?
Okay, so let me just make an example, right? So
Okay.
let me say a friend stays at let me say Kaswa, right? Kaswa.
hey, Kaswa.
At Kaswa, right? And then you move all the way from Kaswa, and then you have
He has to put in the flex.
yep. Okay, so from Kaswa, right?
Yeah.
And then let's say you have a beach date at Labadi,
Okay.
a night beach date. You finish with a night beach date, and then it's past 12 a.m., 1 a.m. Do you expect the lady to go back to Kaswa on herself? Like yeah, someone who doesn't have a personal car. Like at that time, would you let her go to Kaswa?
Well, you could drive her. I've had an instance like that. I went out with a guy. It was very late. I had wanted to leave at a point, and he said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll drop you home. Make sure you are safely home before I go."
So let's say
and
this.
he did exactly
So let's
that.
say in this
That's quite
instance,
far.
no. So let's say in this instance, you don't have a car. The guy doesn't have a car.
Okay.
So you decide to
So what's
check
the
in
option? Yeah,
at
so,
Labadi
yes,
Beach
so it's two
Hotel.
things. You either
Okay,
check in,
that's
or
not
maybe you get to the guy's place. And then you see, ladies have this perception that okay, when I sleep at your end, definitely something's going to
Over me.
happen. So why not just book a hotel for me
For me.
to sleep in?
Okay.
If you were the lady, would you like to sleep alone or would you like to sleep with a guy?
It depends. If I want to have something with him, I wouldn't mind.
so
him
if you don't
sleeping.
want to have
if I don't
anything-
want there, I would want him to leave.
So can't you be in the same room with him and have nothing to do with him?
Oh, for me, I can. Let me cite an example. Just I think 2 or 3 weeks ago,
So
this
what
happened.
I'm sorry. What will we be doing in the room the entire night?
In the room. Oh, so the same thing you did at the beach. You could
What-
do the
what's
same
the
thing in the room.
point?
Yes, it could
I
be.
will
For
not
me, I
waste
can-
Or you could sleep together without nothing happening.
precious time of my life. I will not do it. I listen. I say this so much. Like Makasa, I sound like a broken record. No way. I'm staying the night with a man that I'm not sleeping with, unless he's my brother.
It depends. on
Unless
the
we got
situation.
stranded Yes.
Yes.
Unless he's my brother. Unless we got stranded in a far, far, far away place, and it's just us, and we don't have a choice, right? But on a regular day, nothing has happened.
Right.
No earthquake, no fire, no storm, no nothing. And I go and sleep in a room with a man, and we're not having sex.
Yep.
What's wrong with my own house and my own bed? Why would I do that?
No, it's far.
There's
Like you at Labadi.
Like you are saying,
No, that's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm saying that. If
You can
there
go
is
back
no
and use it
At that
exception,
time, 1 a.m.
no, if there's no exception, right? Because even if I have trouble to come and meet up with this man for a date or whatever,
Yeah.
and I don't want to sleep with this man,
Yeah.
I will find my way back home. Or I will book myself a place by myself for myself, and you go wherever you want.
By yourself for yourself.
By myself, yeah, for myself.
Yeah.
But the minute I decide that you and me are staying in the room for the night, it's for sex. Master.
Oh.
I
What,
like that.
what
Yeah,
else am I doing
that's
with
being
you?
real.
Like, honestly, I have a house, a nice,
If you
everything I want. Do you understand?
Yep.
I will go and be by myself if I want to be by myself, right? If I want to spend time with you, we can do that anywhere. Even through the night, we can sit at the beach, do this, do that. But when I enter a room, get in the bed with you, master is for sex. It can't be for any other reason. I'm
right.
sorry. This is a total waste of my time. What am I doing sleeping in the bed with you?
Yeah. So I think we need more ladies like you.
But also the thing is that
Yeah.
it will happen only when it happens. Do you understand? That is why,
Even before it happens, both of you know that it will happen.
yes, only when it happens. So that, the whole idea is that I can be with you for, 6 months and we have never been in the bed.
Yeah.
Unless, like you and your wife-to-be, you guys know you're going to marry.
Yeah.
So you eventually
mind.
live together. Those are different exceptions. But if this is a man you're getting to know or starting something with, no, we are not spending any nights together. Go to your house. I'll also go to my house. Or I'll book myself in a room. Do whatever. But the minute, the day, the hour, the second I get in the bed, it's for action
It's for
purposes
action
only.
purposes. Thank you.
I like that.
I think
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah,
simple.
that's more like it.
Yeah,
That's
so we need
not-
more. So you see why I say we need more people like you.
Right. But then, as I've gotten in the bed with you,
Yeah.
if the erection is not coming on, if you tell me you're a woman, how disappointing do you suppose that will be?
So I'll be disappointed. I will ask why. Is there a problem?
You ask?
Yes.
No,
Because
don't
I remember.
That will make it worse.
Yeah.
That was
That
That will
Because-
make it worse.
I asked.
Whatever-
No, because
once
when you
it's-
ask,
whatever
When
is
you-
left will disappear.
yes,
Oh,
like
no.
events
So-
like
But-
everything.
So
If
okay.
I may suggest, you mentioned earlier on that you have wonderful, amazing lips that can do wonders.
So then why
Put
ask
them to
questions?
use.
Thank you.
Of course, I'll put them to use. But then I will ask after that
them-
what exactly happened.
No, don't
You
ask.
know, why shouldn't I ask?
Just lay
What
down,
if-
relax,
What if
give him
the
time.
fault is from me?
No, it's not from you.
How can you
you have
tell?
done the lip service. You have done some handwork. It's still not getting. Just lay down and relax. Just give him
Give
time.
it time.
Some water.
Yeah.
Give him some water.
If you give him time, it will
Yeah, sometimes
come.
once you bring the issue up, psychological stress and anxiety sets in.
Yeah,
Whatever
that's
is
it.
gone disappears.
Okay.
It's true.
But now let's talk about a man who may have that problem on like this is a problem for the man. It's not a one-off situation. It's like you've been with this man first time, okay, erection, you're thinking, oh, this is the first time we're together, it's stressful. Another second time again, same story, and then now it becomes a super story. It's like, okay, what's going on? How will you deal with a situation like that? You're about to get married. Your wife, has she slept with you yet? Does she know your strengths, your abilities?
The in-laws are listening. The pastors are listening. They are fishing notes.
Does she know your abilities?
have
No, the
reminded
fiancé
me
no
of
comment.
There's
that.
no fiancé.
You see
There's no fiancé.
Oh.
Sorry. There's
Why
no
put
fiancé.
on a
I just wanted to jump from.
Why
No, fact. Yeah, there's no fiancé. I just wanted to jump from.
Why are you behaving like that? Okay, but
Doctor, calm down.
so you're saying there's no fiance.
There's no
They didn't
fiancé.
warn you before the show, eh? They didn't warn you.
That's such a big lie.
Oh, it's true.
Why are you lying?
I'm not lying. if there was a fiancé, I should have had I should have had a
Fiancé
promise
doesn't
ring
come
or
with a
something.
ring.
But you are the man.
I will
How
plead
would
on-
you
I will plead on his
wear a
behalf. I'll
promise?
plead on
But
his
there are
behalf.
instances where both decide to wear the ring. You
Oh,
have
I'll plead on
Really?
his behalf. I'll plead on
All
his
right,
behalf.
so on the note of no fiancé, we're going to take a break. I'm overwhelmed. We will be right back. This is Duvet on GHOne TV. Before the break, this man denies that he doesn't have any fiancé, which is quite surprising because the energy and the oomph with which he said early on that I have a fiancé. When Afi tried to touch him,
no,
Oh,
like,
I was trying to jump.
don't touch me. And Afi, is that not what happened?
Yeah.
Afi tried to touch him. He said, no, I have a fiancé.
Hey.
And now, minutes later, he says there's no fiancé. That is how you should fear men.
Few minutes.
That is how you should fear men. Like, listen, we're not even done with the show. He's telling two different stories. So imagine living 10 years with this man. You will hear
totally
20 million words. All right. So, Afi, before the break, we were saying that, the disappointment that would come with this man, eventually when you get in the room and this thing is not working the way you thought it would. And we're talking now about a man who, this is a constant, right?
It keeps happening.
That's what brought me to the question that misled us to the break. But if this is a constant, then what happens? Because in a situation where, how people want to do no sex before marriage. So in a situation where we have done no sex before marriage, and now after the marriage, the sex is every day, I have a flat tire. What happens?
I don't believe in no sex, like before marriage.
You don't believe in it?
No.
I support that.
You support that?
Yes,
I don't
absolutely.
believe in it because you end up with problems.
It's ruined marriages. Plenty.
And at that time, you've
Yours
now
was-
entered, and now you'll
You
be
don't
like,
believe in it.
You can't just say, oh no, I side with you.
You don't believe in no sex before marriage.
Oh,
yeah.
You should
You
have
know,
sex.
you should,
Yeah, you
so
should
that
have it,
at
bro.
least you know,
What
that
you're
the thing
dealing
is
with.
working,
Everything
whether
is
it's
the way.
big, whether it's small, you know what you are dealing with, and if it is okay for you and all that. I remember there was this guy who I really liked him. He also liked me, and we knew that if we are left in a room together, definitely something may happen, but he hasn't proposed or said anything, but we knew we liked each other and wouldn't mind having sex if that happens.
You had sexual tension.
Something like that. So he invited me to his house. I went, I didn't mind it happening. And then I got there, he was in boxers. And when I saw the way the thing was big in the boxers, and I'm like, hey, me, I fear big dick. So when I saw it, I was like, I have to go home. So I ran home. I didn't stay home.
That's disappointing.
Yes, it was later that I told him. The way we
No,
made
but I
fun
said
of
you
the whole
didn't fear,
thing.
like you were good, like.
Hey, no. I fear big dick. Do you know why? Because we are not in a relationship. We like each other.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't mind having sex. But then I go and taste it and it's nice and I keep going. And he won't take me anywhere. Now I find a boyfriend who has a smaller dick. What will I do?
That's true.
Then you have a problem.
Exactly. So I won't even try it for me to
So in this person's case, you saw that he was wearing the boxes, and you could tell the size in the boxes.
Yes.
But if that was not the situation, he was not wearing boxes, and maybe I don't know, he was wearing something that was covering it, right? And then you get in the process,
and
like,
then I realized it
and
was
you-
that big.
and
Would you run?
too late. You realize it was big too late, because sometimes you're all the way there before you see
What would
that.
I do?
What? But the other
I
day,
don't
one of
know.
my guests was telling me that there's a way that women will check for the size of a man's penis.
Well, I think what I know is their fingers. You check the thumb.
Just grab it and hold
how
it. You can
big.
tell.
No, but
Hey, but
maybe
if you are not in those terms with him,
Yeah,
how
so
can
but-
you just grab
yeah,
it?
Why
so
do you
but
want
how
to
can you
check
tell?
the size when you're not
So
on those
Avi, how
things?
can you tell?
But I saw it.
No, but you need to just
No,
hold
Avi,
it.
how can you tell if you, like you rightly said, you're not in that type of situation
Yeah.
with the man to just go and grab
Grab
his
it.
balls or a dick or whatever. So how can you tell?
By seeing it now.
No, so you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So how can you tell? Maybe every time you see him, he's actually after work. He's in a suit and tie. You really cannot tell. You can't see through whatever he's wearing. How
So
can you tell?
What I know is that when the person has big, what's the name, nail beds, like the thumb is, or
Oh, be lie.
Yeah.
sometimes you can tell from how thick the fingers are. When it's very
Oh,
thick,
you can look at a man's fingers and tell.
that this
Is
one will
that
have
true?
a big dick.
So the reason why
So,
I don't believe in this is because
And I've actually
When you
used
know
that
someone
and
who is-
it's worked sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Let me see your fingers.
Yours is medium.
Which mine?
Tell me I'm lying.
Is it my fingers or what are you talking about?
What I see, your fingers, I see that the thing is medium.
What thing is medium?
Let me see yours. Hey, your bed nail is a bit big. You have the big head one.
So is it a thumb that you used to tell? What? No.
Yeah, if you're an
Make
expert,
sure.
show me, yes.
So, Nemorian one, you see, this one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the
And then
nail
the
bed.
and the thickness of the
Hey,
finger.
this is my small finger.
Yours, the head will be big, kakra.
Wow.
Tell me I'm lying.
I think give me a high five.
Your wife is still watching.
It's a high five. She understands.
She understands. So, but is this accurate? Is this
Not
always
all-
accurate?
No, not all the time.
Have you never been
But
surprised?
sometimes.
Have you never been surprised by?
Yeah, I once dated a very fat guy once in the past.
Why once?
I'm narrating. But actually, fat guys, they make me come early because of their tummy.
Which of my crew members are fat? Okay, go on.
Oh,
Okay, go on. It's okay, go on.
it helps. Like, I don't know, there's
The
something
fat
that, no, I mean, you see, because their tummy, their lower tummy, that place is a little big, you know. It's, I don't know,
It puts pressure on you.
It works on the clit or something, I don't know, but it helps me come early. I've realized I come early when I'm with a fat guy.
Fat
And
guys
you've only
are-
dated
fat guys
one?
advocate.
Just one, yes.
Why? Why are you running away from orgasm?
Update.
I'm sorry. Didn't she just said
Yes.
that
So,
fat guys make her
make
come?
you come.
Go
So
that
something
But
is
there
good
are
to
other
you.
things I look out for. So, yeah.
I feel offended.
Why?
On behalf of fat guys.
Hey, madam.
All right. So
Yeah.
that's how you can tell, right?
Yeah,
By
yeah.
fingers
Yes,
and
yes,
all of
yes.
that.
But it's not always accurate.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Because sometimes you will be surprised.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay.
And your question about if it's reoccurring, what do you do? I think I'll just advise him to see a doctor. That's the best thing to do.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's the best thing
You
to do.
ask him to do what?
I'll
See a
advise him
doctor.
to see a doctor.
What if he has?
If he has.
Yeah.
So what did the doctor say?
What if
what
this
did
is a
they-
problem he's been struggling with? I don't know, maybe
Just-
half his life or
just-
whatever.
Just walk away.
And then he deliberately,
Go
because
in
people
peace
do
and
that.
leave him alone.
Because people do that. He would know he has a problem, and he won't say anything about it.
Exactly.
And he will deliberately lure you into a marriage in the hopes that once you're locked in a marriage,
You can't leave.
even if you decide to cheat on him, you're still his wife anyway. I mean,
Yes, there are
yeah,
real cases I know.
yeah,
There are
yeah.
real cases.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They would think that, well, you're my wife. Even if you decide to cheat on me, you're still my wife anyway.
Yeah.
The idea is to not let people, because then we live in a society where you can't be a man and be 30, 40, 50 and you don't have a wife and people are looking at you
Yeah.
funny like, and personally, I have a bias. I don't know, it's so bad. Like, I feel a certain way about any man who's like, I don't know, past 45, 50 and is completely single.
Hey!
You don't have,
That's
you've never
true.
been married
It's
before,
like-
no kids, nothing, just you
Just
at
you.
50 years. What's wrong with you? I'm sorry. I feel like
yeah.
there must be something wrong.
Something.
I don't, I feel
but
like,
it's not always the case, because there are women also in such age brackets who are single, no children. So would you also say that there's something wrong with the
It's
women?
No,
unlikely
you see
for
the
a man
women-
to get
yes,
to that
yes,
age
you
and
see
not
the
have
women-
kids.
because women are so different. Women, we don't make the decisions
Yeah,
to get
you
with
wait
the
for the
man.
man to come for
you
you,
will
so.
can sit and wait for a man. So if the man is
Yeah.
not coming, you really can't do much
really
about
can't
it.
do much.
But the men, so you can't be, because you see 26, 28 years old getting married.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Having,
meet at
like, a
30,
child somewhere.
you know,
Yeah.
even the men who are already married at 30, his wife is having a baby, his girlfriend is also having a baby, and all kinds of madness
Yeah,
on the street
yeah.
these days. So it's so strange that I come across a 50-year-old man, never been
Never
married
been
before,
married, no
no
child.
kids. I'm red flag.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I met
Or
one
maybe
like
this
that. He
person has
said it
given
was
his life
because
to
of
Christ.
school.
Maybe you don't know. He has given his life
In
to
what
Christ.
sense? To Christ, as in he's a Roman father. No, I mean, I can understand you're a Roman father and you've decided
How
that.
about school?
Which
I
school?
met someone who was like, no, like he was pursuing his education.
So you don't have
so at
time.
a certain point, then he realized that no,
That
this
is
side
more-
of his life is
No, but that is
lacking
more
behind.
a
Oh, no,
woman
50.
thing than a
There are
man
issues.
thing.
There are issues. There are always
No
issues.
matter how
He has issues.
how
Yeah.
much dedication a man gives to something, they still make time to have sex.
Yeah.
Like I know men who even the night before he's getting married,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
sleeping with people.
Yeah.
Before right before he enters an exam or he's sleeping. Men will any excuse anyway anyhow they'll have sex. So you can't be. And I'm sorry if there's anyone who fits the description
There's
and is a genuine.
47-year-old guy who is pursuing me now, and it's because of that I have not agreed. Because I'm like, you've
It's a red
never been
flag.
married, no child, and he lives abroad. Like I'm like,
It's a red
Guy,
flag.
nah.
It's such a red flag.
47 years.
No. What's wrong?
Yeah.
What's
exactly.
wrong?
So
Because your mother will even be taunting you for grandchildren the minute you're like 35 and you haven't brought anyone who's like, what's wrong with you? My son, like if I had a son and he will grow up, how old are you? Sorry.
Is it?
is it?
Obviously, you can't say your age on TV. It's okay. I respect that. But I can't
Yeah.
have a son.
Yeah.
And I've seen him grow 20, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah.
He's not brought any girlfriend, whatever,
Nothing.
no baby, no, I went to impregnate someone, no nothing. I will start crying. I'll start saying, oh my God, what's going on? You know? And that's a man. It's different if it's a woman, because then maybe I will be an MP. But if it's a man, then look, what could be the excuse for a man?
He doesn't like women.
Yeah.
Or he just has
focus. Maybe
issues, or he's hyper focused.
Yeah, maybe he's focused.
likely
He
that
wants
he
to
just
achieve
focus.
something before.
Some people want to achieve some things,
yeah.
maybe some money in their account, some education level, some
social
property,
level.
some assets.
Yes, because right now the
Some
youth
people are
coming
like
up.
that.
I think the
Because
youth
there's
coming up
pressure.
right now.
There's
The
pressure.
ideology in the mind is that if you don't have the money, you're not giving birth. I don't know, but
Which
I
youth?
feel the youth coming now. Because like I think I have heard or actually seen a couple of youth like in the middle of 20 to 30 saying themselves that Charlie, if I don't make the bread, I know they born. And then their reason is because you can't give birth to a child in this current state of economy or in this current state of hardship, and then you don't have let me say like a well livelihood, like having the
But if
money, having the
and I like
funds
that
for
you
it.
said at 25, like 2025. So if at 2025 you say to yourself that I want to make the bread before I have kids, and at 50 years you still made the bread.
The bread doesn't come, it just won't come.
If at 50, from 25 to 50,
Still
2
bread
decades
no
and a
come.
half bread still.
Bread still no come. And maybe your bread
Then
deal
the
at a pass.
problem big.
No, maybe your bread is at the end of the life.
Hey.
Then you have more problems
You have
than
no problem. So aside the sexual part, you
because
have-
listen,
That's
people
true.
who have kids, they don't have it all figured out. Oh.
Yeah.
I hope you know that.
That's true.
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
But you just need a few things here and there to put it together. So I think that excuse, I'm sorry, it still doesn't work for me.
Yeah, but it makes sense. If I see somebody who's about 45, never married, no
Yeah.
children, not in a relationship,
Yeah.
I will ask questions like, what's wrong?
He actually got offended. He said, but it's not a crime that he's not been married or
Is he watching
Not-
the show tonight?
he lives abroad. So I don't know whether you'll be
I'll
watching.
particularly cut that excerpt and post on social media
Hey, you people, the last time what you did to me.
so that he will see it. And I'll make sure that my social media team, they'll please tag this particular part. They'll tag you. So that, because if they tag you, he follows you, he will see it. So
I want to
that,
accept
You
it.
know that's the story.
you don't need to accept it, he'll see it anyway. It's really that simple. All right, so we have said quite a number of things, and this is such a serious situation. Now, I know the woman obviously will be upset that, this man's whatever is not coming up. Now, let's talk about the man. You're a man.
Yeah.
Your thing is not working quite as well as you would want it to. And you've seen doctors or, tried whatever you can, but it just doesn't seem to be working the way you want. Doc, you are an esthetician.
Yes.
Can you add more flesh or do you do injection? Like, what could be done?
There are things that could be done, but I think I should be careful because of the new laws being passed in Ghana.
Okay.
I think they prohibit sex toys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought that was quite saddening because
Yeah.
they are
That's
real.
what helps.
There are couples, the man cannot have an erection. That's it. He's elderly, maybe he's 55, 65, hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol. He's trying to take Viagra, several issues. Such a person, there are so many ways to give a woman orgasm without penetrating.
Yeah.
There are nipple teasers, clitoral stimulators. There are so many things you can do for the woman. Kiss, use your lips and all that, right? But I'm being careful again because of the new laws in Ghana. So when I saw it, I said this is quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
And there are couples who live like husband is overseas working, you are here 2 years, you're not seeing him. That's how you please yourself because you have sexual needs.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be very safe in this context that those were the things that we offer the clients. And doctors will say try sex toys.
Yeah.
Because you cannot have an erection. But you can have a libido, like you have the desire to have sex, but you cannot have an erection to penetrate the woman.
Yeah.
And there are couples who understand this, that my husband, when he was younger, he was healthy, I was okay. Some may have strokes that have left them paralyzed, you see. Some have serious injuries in the nerves and all that. So they can be sweet talk to you. You have, you have emotional intimacy. But when you try to start something, you can kiss, cuddle, do all those things, but he cannot penetrate you. So you can use your finger, you can use your tongue, right? If the goal is to give your woman an orgasm, you can do all those things without penetration.
Yeah.
Yes.
On condition that the woman is in agreement and can understand.
Yeah.
Oh, so love strengthens all things. What's the goal, right?
Love strengthens
Oh,
all
but there are some women who are not even. There are some women who don't prefer penetration. Yes, they are. All they need is a finger or a tongue.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
Yeah.
Women
Some
have different
people-
needs at different
I
times.
know, but
Some people,
There are
I think
some
doctor
days-
is talking from experience.
not
all the time.
No, yes, not my personal experience.
No,
because
not
we
all
do
the
talk to
time.
people.
Yeah.
there are women who have been used to their fingers so much so that they don't even want penetration.
Completely.
Yes.
100%.
If you penetrate, you have to still add the finger to it. That's how they come. But
exactly.
If you ask them what she wants, it's not the penetration.
It's the finger.
Yes, and then there are women too who have high sex drive women and there are low sex drive women. So if you have an issue, say you have an issue and
so what if there's a mismatch and this man who cannot have a penetration is matched to a high sex drive woman? Unmatched.
Yes.
You are matched.
Yes.
Because in fact.
Yes. There are women who don't really want sex. Once a month is okay for them.
Yeah.
There are women like that.
Like Afi.
Afi is a high sex drive woman.
Not entirely like high sex.
Medium to high. You are certainly not alone.
Oh, normal. Because when me having sex at you, until like I'm horny, na me
Still trying to see if there's any. Anyway, so what would you do in this situation? You're saying on match if a woman has a high sex drive. Maybe the situation with you is not like I can't have an erection at all. It is like an erection that erects and then once it penetrates a vagina, it.
Oh, and
that's true.
But you know there is that.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Have you experienced that?
It's not a sustained erection. As soon
it's
as
not a sustained erection.
It grows slim.
Then it's like he has to do again, and then it's like
But see, these are real issues that happen.
These are.
Because you get married 20 years after you get married. Your husband has got hypertension, diabetes. The blood vessels are narrow and stiff. Can't have an erection. These are real issues. You understand? So. Or maybe she's really not getting anything from you to moan, right? No, that's the truth. Right, you can't just. But
you're not giving me something
to
moan about.
You're not hitting the parts where will make me
it can be.
So just what you're saying is that if you want me to moan, give me something to moan about.
Some people are not moaners, they don't moan. They just like them. So it depends on who you are dealing with, right?
Right.
And you know some women, they don't even, say, they are just lying there like that. Crucify
There are
me.
some women who are lazy in bed.
They
don't serve. They don't give you anything.
Nothing.
That's me though.
Oh,
you are lazy.
I'm very lazy in bed.
But
I doubt
that you are lazy in bed. You don't look lazy.
Oh,
you don't look lazy.
I don't look lazy.
And yes,
you don't look lazy.
But
you are being modest.
I'm being modest.
That's the right way.
Very, very interesting. So I'm guessing that, and a lot of the time, like if you rightly said, the day we posted something about you on social media, people will come for you and all of that. But after all that's said and done, anytime we're posting stuff on social media, people come and say, so you people there, with all the seriousness going on in the world, you won't. But after all that's said and done, if we go and talk all the serious things in the day and all of that, people come and settle on sex. Like I will work all day. I'm hoping I would go home to a good man and some good sex. I don't have that. I don't want it anymore. But, typically, at the end of the day, right, for anybody, for my camera crew, for everybody, for my producer there, especially on Wednesdays after the show, she's serious action. For everybody, at the end of whatever it is you do, whether you're a doctor saving lives, whether you're trying to cure cancer, whatever you're trying to do with all the seriousness, you still stop and have sex at one point.
Yeah.
Right?
So what is your
It is the reason why we have these conversations, because these conversations are equally as important. Yeah. So that people understand and know what it is they're doing and all the problems that they encounter. They understand that I'm not alone in this situation, because sexual conversations are not conversations that we have very easily. People are shy, ashamed, they don't want to be judged and all of that. And it's important that we understand why all of this is important. Like we're having these conversations and talking about, if you're a woman and you're getting with a man, you don't just lay down like a log. You need to also find ways to excite the man as much as he's exciting you. And our society has made it look like sex is for the man. right?
You are doing it for the man.
It's for the man.
Not for you.
It's not for the woman. So it's like when the man wants sex, come and take it and go. I can't appreciate it. I can't let you see how much I'm enjoying this. I can't tell you to flip me over or bend me over or pin me against the wall or all of that because I cannot express my sexual needs to a man.
I'll be seen a certain
I'll be
way.
seen a certain type of way, but all of that is so wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it is the reason why cheating is on such a high. I mean, as much as people blame it on social media and availability of women, there's also these factors that people just cannot express. So on that note, if you're a woman, please feel free to be bent over, pinned against the wall, thrown up against the sky, whatever tickles your fancy. Express it to the man. Let him do it so that you two enjoy it because you two are a person. My name is Natalia. Quick break. We'll be right back. right, welcome. Welcome back. This is Duvet on GHOne TV. My name is Natalia. Tonight I am with my very own Dr. Bright. I'm with Afi Antonio, who will not stop telling everybody that I'm 42 years old. Oh, and then I'm with Freddie Brown.
Yep.
This one can have you as a son, you know that. You do know that, don't you?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Something like that.
And we're talking about erectile dysfunction tonight. Before we continue the conversation, let's take our sex position of the week. Do stay tuned.
Of the week, the elephant. The elephant is the flipped over version of the missionary position. Instead of lying on her front and parting her legs to invite him in, she does the same lying on her belly. For her, this creates very different sensations than missionary position sex because the tip of his penis is angled so that it pushes directly against her G-spot. When repeated pressure or rubbing on the G-spot, some women experience euphoric waves of pleasure. Eventually, making love in this position can lead to an ecstatic G-spot orgasm. For him, the elephant's position is favored by many men because he can enter her deeply and feel tightly enclosed. And if he is hitting her G-spot, he can relish the sounds of her gasps and moans. If she is unfamiliar with G-spot sensations, he can experiment to find the depth, angle, and pressure that makes her delirious with pleasure. It's passionate because he is free to express all his animal lust while she closes her eyes and concentrates on the amazing sensations building up inside her. In addition, there is a lot of skin-to-skin contact throughout, which maintains a deep level of intimacy.
Welcome back. So that is the elephant position. It's actually one of my favorite positions. I was just telling Mr. B if we could try this, but it looks like he's not in the mood, Charlie. So, and just so you know, Mr. B is one of my camera guys in the studio. Just so you know. So, Dr. Bright,
Yes,
elephant
Natalia.
position.
It's a nice position.
It's a nice position.
Yeah.
It's actually one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, it's a good position.
I love it. And I love it because I love your back when it does the thing. Because you know the way the lady lays down, but I don't like to lay that flat. I like for my lower part to be a bit pumped up. So usually I put a pillow underneath to, put me,
for it to look like a mountain.
In that, and then it's it's so good. Yes. So I've said mine. Say yours.
I said mine. It's a great position. It's great. It allows for intimacy, close contact, and for deeper penetration as well.
For deeper penetration. Happy.
Yeah, I'll try it someday. Because the one that I know is not exactly like this. I have my legs in between the guys. So the guys' legs will be apart, but mine will be in between.
Oh, right.
So this one, So maybe in future I'll try.
In future.
When my boyfriend comes or my husband comes, we'll try
He's coming soon.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Soon to a cinema near you. Freddie.
Yeah, but I like to ask, how do you call it? Why is it called elephant? Because elephant's position.
Will you tell me how you feel about the position, or will you ask me why it is?
It's my first time seeing.
Are you trying to imagine the elephant?
The elephant, yes, and then how? Because it doesn't look like an elephant.
I mean, when you add the two of them together, they look like elephant.
Like elephant. It looks like a Y with some butterfly.
Focus.
I'm focused.
Right. Let's talk about the position.
Okay.
Not why it's called what it's called.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Yes, so tell me.
So you want my view on it? Oh, it's good. You see, when you were giving your scenario, doctor, please. When you were giving your scenario, you said you like the pillow bean.
Yeah.
And that looks like a mountain. It's good for easy penetration, as you said. Yeah, but with this one, if I think it has a age range or something like this, because when you are not firmly strong, like you are not physically strong, a position like this, you wouldn't, like for the man, because it's easy for the woman to just lie down like that, but for the man, you need to get some stamina. At
What-
least,
what-
because
what
your
is the
arm. You see
stamina
the guy.
doing?
You see
He's
the guy's
equally
arms.
like-
No, the guy's arms are actually on the cut, like, and then his legs. So this is just like an arm person,
Okay.
And his waist is.
and his waist is so like
you
so
need
like
to
a lot of
be-
energy, lots of work to
There's a
have
lot
this
of
done
energy
for
to
yes,
have this
yeah.
done.
So when you have someone like Afi, or with this position, you have to be very energetic,
This
like
program, there, I'm dead on this program.
very strong
Every
for
time
this.
everyone will use me as an
Afi
example.
can
Why?
be your mother. Are you aware?
Thank you.
Are you
But
aware?
he's probably more than
No,
half
I'm-
her age.
He's more than half her age.
Yes,
Yeah.
in this world, it doesn't.
Yes.
doesn't-
So no,
For
so
me,
if
matters.
you
No, but even if he's more than half her age, let's say, even let's just say he's 30, right?
So I
you
can
know
say
that
Afi was
12-year-old
25.
No,
It
do
was
you know that
12
12-year-olds? But 12-year-olds. I mean, I know a 12-year-old that has had a baby. Do you know the youngest age that has had a baby?
But it doesn't matter, Natalia. I mean,
I'm just
the
saying
two of
that.
them can
That's all.
date easily.
Yes, it's
As
Matters
long
to
as
me.
there are some guys who
It
are
does.
about half your age that you will not feel the
It's
The
not
age
about
difference.
It's not about that too. Right now, it will look okay, everything, but in the future, whilst I'm aging, I think I won't hear the I will bet you see mad.
So you fade out of the
So I think-
system.
I think
No.
about the future.
supposing
I
where
think that-
you're dating somebody for like 6 months or a year.
Oh no!
There's
I don't date
then-
for a year. I want to date
For the
for it
long
to
haul.
end
For the
up in
long haul.
something.
No, but
So,
yeah.
So
I
maybe
think
if
about
we're
You're
looking
missing the
at
point, right?
maybe, Doc, I think what it is that if they are looking at a sexual relationship,
Yes,
that
that's
would
what we're talking
be
about, not
perfect.
Yes.
dating.
Oh, that
But-
one there, no problem.
Yeah.
But in time,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, he wants you to
What?
repeat that.
you know, later in the future.
No, Afi,
that's when the
don't do
problem
what
will
you're
start
trying to
coming.
do.
When
Afi,
I'm 50 something,
Afi,
he's
Forget about
younger.
it.
No.
Forget about
Hey,
it.
I should forget it.
listen,
Eh.
you want to run past it
Eh.
like you didn't say it.
I didn't say anything. What did I
You
do?
did say. You said that one there, no problem.
That one there.
No
problem.
problem.
That one there, no care what he's saying. I mean, what
No,
he's
you
saying
said
is-
that
is-
one there, no
She
problem.
meant
We heard
in
you.
response to what I was trying to, the point I was making.
Exactly. I was
For a
just
sexual relationship.
supporting that.
Mhm.
For a sexual
But-
relationship.
But yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't just want to have a partner just
sexual
because
relation.
of sex.
You want the long haul.
Exactly. So I think into the future. So if I'm like 10 years, a decade and more older than you, we may look okay physically, but I'm thinking of when we grow older.
Yeah.
You know.
But even,
No, so
I may
even
not
when
you
you-
would want
that's
to have
strong
kids.
enough,
What if
you
she's
know?
not ready to have any kids? Then what will happen?
See, to what you're saying, right? With what you're saying. So what if I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
So when you were coming, like you've not dated before,
I have.
you have. So dating the people you were dating, did you think about the future?
Oh yes.
You thought about the future.
But I
So the
just
future you
didn't-
thought about.
So I don't date people I'm like a decade older than. If it is like a
You
year,
can
two,
date, it's fine. There's no
a
problem.
year,
Okay,
two,
okay,
it's
I get the
fine.
point, but
Yes,
I'm not.
it will work for someone, but me,
Okay.
from where I'm coming from
decade.
and the way I think,
Oh, a decade
I
is
wouldn't
fine.
want.
10
No,
years
no,
is
no,
okay.
no,
It's
no, no,
okay.
no. Mm-mm.
So Afi, I think that
I'm an anti-aging doctor. There are things
Right.
now you can do. We can do anti-aging treatment for you. You slow down your aging. Hormone replacement therapy for you. You have
Afi
menopause.
doesn't even need anti-aging.
If it's children,
But
you can do
here's the
surrogates.
thing. Here's the
Oh,
thing.
there are solutions.
I like where your mind was at. Talking about the fact that you're not going to date a younger guy. But
Yeah.
you're 42. I'm not the one saying. You say it all the time.
Yeah.
You write it on Facebook. You write it everywhere. We all know. So tell me, at 42, what is the age? Like, what kind of person are you looking
Looking
to date, age-wise?
Oh, someone quite my age or
Or
more.
more?
Yeah.
But they are the ones who have the erectile problems.
No.
So if a 37 year-old guy
No,
comes,
that's what I'm
fine.
saying. If the person is like 2 or 3 years
32.
younger, I don't mind.
32.
My ex-husband, I was older than him. I was 3 years older than my ex-husband.
Oh, I see.
I don't have a problem with that.
That's
But
fine.
when I am too much
Okay, I
up there,
understand.
I have a problem.
I understand.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Thank you.
Very interesting. But you know that statistically it's difficult to find the kind of man you're looking for.
Oh, we'll find.
No, it
Like
was a
strong
question.
enough
Fine.
for. Like,
No, it was a question
I think
that
she knows, she knows.
do you know that
She knows.
statistically
Oh, yeah.
it is difficult to
Because
find
I've come
the kind
across
of
a
man.
lot of them, and most of them are not correct like that.
Most of them are
So I know.
married. Most of them have a lot of
Aside
Yeah.
marriage, most of them just want to play around. Most of them have children, not like married. Some are divorced. They already have children. Because they have children, they are not even really serious, having a serious relationship. Like they just want to be
But
with someone
typically-
for being with someone's sake.
But typically I feel a 42-year-old man, a 42, 45-year-old man
Who has a child?
whether they have children or not, they are typically not looking to date you. You, another 42-year-old man. Are you aware?
Why not?
But that's what it is. They want younger women. That's why I'm saying that statistically, it's very difficult to get that kind of man you want for keeps. You can get him, but not for keeps.
That's true. Like, you
because
know, not
when the men get
my age.
Yeah, but when the men get, you know, around that age,
50,
they are not looking.
I want a man who is older. Not
Try the younger ones.
No.
And say you are a decade younger.
Like young.
I'm telling you, try go for the younger one.
They will suck my blood.
What blood? They will give you. They'll give you life.
No, I'm
They'll give you hot blood.
I already have life. Can't you see?
Freddie,
Yes.
you're not adding to this, contributing to this conversation. I mean, you're the young guy here. Can't you say anything to add to the?
You see, to what she's saying, I think she has not really met, like, she has not really dealt with any young guy.
Love.
Yeah, yet, or she has
You
not
find
really,
true love.
Because
Forget
if
all
you really met a young guy who is a decade like lower age than your age,
But he's
and then who
he's
is perfect, who is on point,
established, has
like
businesses,
everything.
he's smart,
Oh,
he's
you won't see
mature,
what you're saying.
he's an old soul. You don't met before.
And a new body.
You forget all. Yes, also new body. Who's wise? He knows how to handle you.
How
He
to
makes you
talk.
feel like a child.
Yeah.
If you meet one,
Aside your
all
age,
these
you
things you're talking about,
just put your age aside.
Put it aside and
You
you
just-
go with him.
Something you're
I'll
willing
wait for
to
your
try.
son. The way you are talking,
Something
the
you're
thing.
willing to try.
I'll think about it.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about what.
What are
No,
you
it's just a
doing?
conversation.
It's just a
Freddie and
between the two of us.
Why people?
No need for you to.
I mean, when
No.
I was dating, I like older women. No.
You did.
Oh, yes.
Actually, a lot of men have said that.
Yeah.
John Michael. A lot of my guests, the male guests, have said that. Oh, me, I love the older women. You know,
And most of the younger guys who, you know, slip into my DM, and when I tell them I'm a decade and more older than you, I don't like age is just a number.
Why are you threatening everybody with your age?
I'm not threatening anyone.
It's the first conversation she wants to have.
It's just a
Seriously.
number.
You shouldn't mention that. Sometimes just go
Yeah, just
along
leave
with
it.
it.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
when
then
you see,
you meet this woman sitting here. You know, she's at a place like this. Once you walk through there, it says, "I'm 42."
Oh, that's a lie.
You don't need to say nothing.
What's your
Just-
name? I'm 42.
What are we eating?
I'm 42.
Avi, can we rest? We understand that you are, but it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'll rest.
Stop threatening people's lives with your age.
Listening.
Stop.
I know what I want, right?
But you look 3'2", so it's okay.
Yeah. So don't.
You look 3'2", you don't look 4'2". So.
And why should conversation be like such a starter when you
Yeah.
meet someone? I feel like that's like in the background a
No,
little
I
bit.
want to know. Because I don't want to fall.
I think you
then
have this
later-
morbid
later-
fear.
Later I find
Forget
out.
about look.
I'll fall, then later I
There's
find out.
always rich. You can marry your 40-something-year-old.
Yeah.
5 years later, you divorced. There is always risk. You can
There's
never
always-
predict
And
and
look,
guarantee the
yeah, you
future.
program.
So
that's
what I'm trying to say is that I don't think you should lock it like there's a certain part
Certain
that you.
part, yeah.
Nothing is certain.
No,
you
no, no,
understand?
for me it is.
Afi,
Okay, all
I
right.
think that
Thank you.
That's fine.
you
But
should
I'm-
go to a post I made, I think 5 days ago. I said that sometimes the answer to what you seek is to date someone that's not your type.
That's
Date
true.
someone that is not
Yes.
your type.
Yes,
That's true.
sometimes that's the answer you seek. We're all familiar with dating our types, right? We all have
Yeah.
a type. And every time he's like, oh, me, I only like skinny girls. Oh, me, I only like this.
Yeah.
And you've dated 10 skinny girls and you are
And
still
then you are-
single.
you are
It
still
didn't
searching.
work.
Yeah,
It didn't work.
So at least try
Why
it.
don't you try somebody who has a little
opposite.
flesh and see what it is? It's like sometimes we say, I remember I said that I didn't like a certain food. You know, my friends and I will go out and anytime they order, I say, no, I don't like it. The day I tried it, it became one of my favorite foods. No cap. It became one of my favorite foods. And up until today, like, it's on top of the list for me. Sometimes, try something that you think you don't like. Sometimes. You may be surprised.
Yeah.
You may be surprised.
The way is that.
No, seriously.
No, I think-
that's true.
Because we box ourselves into believing that I can only be with a certain kind of
Yeah, that's
person.
true.
And you've been with 20 of those certain kind of person, but today you are still single.
Yeah. So I think I have
So
a friend. I have a friend of mine.
you
like
need
that.
to open up the
Who was
scope a
open
little
mind,
bit.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
You have a friend who did
Yeah, so I have a friend who, growing up, I think he used to say this. Me, I'll always I'll marry a slim lady. like, and then a slim lady, like a slim lady. So growing up, he dated slim ladies, and then funny enough,
He married a fat
girl.
a big girl.
I have a friend
And they are
who's
happy.
opposite.
Yeah,
He loved fat.
Yes. Way back from skinny. I said, "Oh, what's for skinny? You can't get any
Let it go.
And I told him you would marry a skinny lady. You end up marrying a skinny lady.
yeah.
And they're happy.
sometimes
Yeah,
they're happy.
extremely so.
Yeah,
Wow.
Sometimes just the opposite direction. That's what might just work for you.
might just work for you.
Yeah, the young blood will settle you down quickly.
Yeah.
Oh,
might
true.
just
They're
work.
over 45. They've seen it all, done it all. They are not interested in that. They don't want to come and change diapers and go with you to the delivery room and have that whole experience all over again and now all stress. The young guy may be willing to go through that journey with you.
Yeah, fine, but then
Yeah.
Interesting.
Take that risk. Don't worry.
I think that also is my cue to start dating maybe chubby men, because my men have always been like slim
Sporty.
fit, sporty, and today I'm still saying it's like they didn't do anything for me.
So that's
So let me go in the opposite direction and
It
find.
might help.
Yeah, it might help. Might. Keyword. Might help.
might.
All right. So, with everything that we have said here, what is the way forward? What is it that people can do really to put the spice in the sex life? Let me start with you.
So to put a spice in the sex life, I think you need to be more active, like to exercise a lot. Because you see, as I was describing the sex position, let's say you are someone who don't exercise. You just wake up in the morning, you eat, you go to work, you come back, you eat and sleep, like just that routine. To be honest, you'll be fine, but it will get to a point in life you notice that your strength is coming down just because you don't exercise. And then if you don't exercise, to be in bed with someone who is like highly driven with sex, and then you are a man who don't exercise, you don't take your physical strength to be something very well, you will just end up disgracing yourself. So I would advise you exercise a lot, and then just
Okay. Happy.
Communication is always, for me, it's a big deal. You know, if you have a health issue, don't hide it from your partner. Be open about it so that both of you can find a solution to it. You know, and let your partner know what you like, what you love to be done to your body. You know, just don't assume, and then when they are doing it, you don't like it, but you will still not say anything. So for me, communication, let's learn to communicate. We should stop thinking that my partner will say, hey, now what hey, what say, and all that. You know, it doesn't help. That's when they will go after the side chicks, and you just be home because of listen, my wife their way, start with me to me, my wife in yet, or because you want to me yet. So I'll go out there and find someone to do it. So it's good to always, you know, communicate. That's what I have to say.
Doc.
Well, so erectile dysfunction can be the earliest sign of a serious medical condition, because when it comes to erectile dysfunction, the things that commonly cause it are commonly for older people: hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol. So if you have this, sometimes that can be your earliest warning. So if you have it, you need to quickly see a medical doctor and run your checkups. Okay. Then also there can be other issues. Like usually for the elderly men over 40, 45, they are hypertension, diabetes, and high cholesterol. So if you have ED, you should talk to a doctor. Don't just start taking medications and take Viagra and all those things.
Yeah.
Do your medical checkup. That's the most important thing I have to say. Then try regulating or toning down alcohol, cigarette smoking. Nicotine constricts the blood vessels, and for erection to happen, blood must flow into the penis. You need the vessels to open up. You need the nerves to work. So diabetes affects nerve function. Then hypertension usually comes on the background of narrowed, hardened blood vessels. So blood cannot flow or cause it to expand. So I think that's my message. That it can be the earliest sign of a heart disease, hypertension, diabetes. So have a regular checkup. And then there are treatments for it, so you can have some treatment.
You can do that. Okay, so we're just about wrapping this up, but allow me to use this opportunity to shout out Dotty Nails in Osu. Got my nails done yesterday. Dotty Nails in Osu, very close to Photo Club, and also my face beat tonight on the show came from Lawson. Now Lawson is on Instagram at glam. Okay, I think I'll have to come back to that. But Lawson is fantastic, I have to say. I'm totally enjoying my makeup on the set tonight. So let's wrap this up. Final words, okay, in wrapping up. Final words. What do you have to say? I'll start with you, Freddie.
So my final words, I think the ED is not, would say that, as doctor said, right, when you start experiencing signs and symptoms, you just have to visit the medical center, let them run a check on you. And then, so sometimes you might be surprised. I think I was having a conversation with a PA, right? That's a physician assistant. And she was telling me that sometimes the reason why most of the men can't really give birth when growing up is because maybe there was how they call it, ED, or maybe there was sexual STI, which they didn't treat properly in their youthful age, and then it was hidden. So growing up, that was what caused them, but it was not any distance. So I was just advised at the early stage, you notice it or you kind of have a symptoms, you've kind of just visit the hospital, run some check up, and then you're good to go.
That's fantastic. Afi, final words as we wrap this up.
Yeah, just like everyone has said, I think when you realize that you have a problem, the first place to go is the hospital. Don't try to diagnose yourself, going to the pharmacy buying drugs on your own. You may, invite more problems to yourself. So it's good to go to the hospital, get checked properly so that you can be treated as soon as possible. Because you are supposed to know your body. When there are changes, you should know that there is a change in your body, and then you go to the hospital, check up, and then
Right,
so,
Doc.
Yeah, so you can visit Elixir Clinic in East Legon. We can put you in touch with very good urologists.
That's right.
We also have some strong man IV infusions that can boost you and increase your potency, so you can discharge your duties.
Right.
Yes.
Doc, where are you located in East Legon? Mimpassam. Okay.
You can find us on Google Maps, Elixir Clinic.
Elixir Clinic. Okay. That's wonderful. Is there any project you're working on, Freddie, that you want us to know?
Yep. So currently, let me say drip cocktails. So I would like to say for events, maybe you have parties, you have.
And you didn't bring us some things to taste to see whether it's working or it's not working.
Well, we'll give you shout out.
Yeah.
You drink and taste and
But tell us about it.
Yeah, so Drip Cocktail, it's a mini bar. So you can book online. When you go online, drip_cocktails.
Okay.
So you can book online. So you book weddings, anniversaries, parties, any form of enjoyment. Just hit Drip Cocktails up.
Okay, Afi, anything coming up?
I'm trying to register children on the NHIS. So yet to find which community to go to, but I've been to the NHIS to find out what I'm supposed to go through and everything to do that. So I'm hoping to register about 100 children on the NHIS. So hopefully I'll do that as my last project for the year.
Okay.
Yes, and the people who supported this was Apotheca Company Limited, and I'm so grateful to them. Yes, so. That's what I have up next.
All right. Doc, we'll come to Elixir Clinic in East Legon, Mimpassam.
For all your aesthetic needs, from advanced facial augmentation, you want to do some fat transfer, liposuction, skin cream.
Hey, at Samaba.
You want to do your BBLs. Yes, we do all that.
Right, and you're just about to sign a brand ambassador, but that's under the wraps. All right, so Glamour Beauty _GH. He is the one who did my makeup for me tonight. Check him out on Instagram, Glamour Beauty _GH. Thank you so much. Totally enjoying the makeup. My name is Natalia. Connect with me on social media. Yes, I am Natalia. I have had such a great time tonight. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Really enjoyed your company. We do this again next week, Saturday, 10 p.m. right here, GHOne TV. And if you have a partner, lucky you. Some of us don't, and we don't want. But do try our sex position of the week and enjoy. And it'll be really nice. Enjoy your weekend. Good night.